Everyone gets time management wrong, completely wrong. And I'm going to prove this to you in a way that will make you rethink your entire life. First, cross out the phrase time management from your mind. There is no such time as time management. There is management within time. You don't control time. You can go back in time. You can speed up time. You don't control anything. The only thing you control is what you do in time you have. And if you don't understand the difference, you will continue being a slave to time for the rest of your life. Let me ask you an uncomfortable question. How many times today you say, I don't have time? You know what it means? It means you are declaring that God is incompetent. Because when you say you wish the day had more hours, you are saying that He messed up the entire design. Do you want to confront the creator of universe at that level? No, you don't want to do that. So, stop complaining about time and start mastering what you do within time. If you just got here and don't know me, I'm Danilo Limitless and my mission is simple: decode success. Here, we don't talk about generic tips. We dive deep into the mindset and strategy of high performance, revealing the codes they use to dominate their lives and business. If you are ready to go beyond the obvious, this is your place. Let me say something to you. I discovered this the worst way possible. I was working 12 hours a day, thinking I was productive. My life was constant rushing, always late, always feeling like I was drowning. Until one day, I stopped, took a pen and paper, and started timing everything I did. You know, I discovered 6 hours of my day. 6 hours were spent on complete irrelevant things. Responding to WhatsApp from people wanting to steal my attention. Watching news that changed nothing in my life, especially about cars, which was my hobby. Having meetings about meetings. I was busy, but I wasn't producing. Can I tell you a secret? This is the worst type of procrastination that exists. Not doing more because you are already too busy. It was like running on treadmill, sweating a lot, but not going anywhere. So for you to get out of this lifestyle, I want to introduce you to the first thing you need to know about where you spend most of your life. This central technical concept starts in your mind. When I learned this, I literally changed my entire life. I call it the 7 times of the mind. Listen carefully because this is going to blow your mind. There are 7 times where your mind can be. In the past glory, trapped in old success, past defeat, ruminating on failures. In the present, productive present, creating, building. Omissive present, existing like a zombie. In the future, bright future, clear vision. Worrying future, destructive anxiety. Panic future, paralyzing fear. Where does your mind spend most of its time? Because look, no one gets depressed about the future. Depression is about yesterday. No one gets anxious about the past. Anxiety is about tomorrow. The only way to be productive is to be mentally in the productive present. And 95% of people, did you hear that right? I said 95% of people are mentally anywhere but in the productive present. If this made you rethink how you use your time, go ahead and hit the like button so I know we are on the right track. Now I'm going to confront you with something that's going to hurt. May I? You have a little over 1 million hours to live. No more than that. And every hour you waste is an hour that never comes back. This revelation was one of the things that shocked me most and changed my mind the most. Starting to see my life counted in hours and not in years or decades. So when you spend 2 hours on Instagram, you just threw away 2 hours of your life. When you watch Netflix for 4 hours, you just discarded 4 hours of only life you have. When you complain 1 hour, you just burn 1 hour that could have been building your dreams. Stop treating your life as if it were infinite, because it is not. And while you are there wasting time, other people are using the same time to build empires. And it was exactly the second I understood this that I create what I call the radical prioritization system. I took everything I did and classified into 7 categories. There is no such thing as everything is important. There are levels. If I were you, I would pay attention to this. Emergency. This stops your agenda. These are accidents, robberies, or force majeure case that requires immediate actions. If your car catches fire, you stop everything you are doing, right? Urgency. What you fail to do at the right time. Most of the time, these are other people's problems that became urgent due to pure lack of planning. Don't let other people's urgencies dominate your agenda. Important. Actions that make you grow. It's what moves your business, your life, and your projects. If you don't pay proper attention, urgency will take over and you will never produce anything. Necessary. Basic maintenance of your life. Things that filling up the car or paying bills. These are tasks that, if ignored, become a snowball and end up becoming urgent or even emergency. Useful. Everything that saves your time or energy. It's not essential, but it optimizes your life. Think of semi-industrial orange juicer that gives you time and energy back. Futile. Desires that give you pleasure but serves no purpose. It's the hot tub nobody uses, the watch that stays in the box, or the rooms in your house where nobody sits. Is stagnant energy. And the last, unnecessary. Mental garbage that needs to be eliminated. Random information, gossip, complaints, everything that fills your head without generating results. You know why I discovered 80% of what I did was just in 3 categories: necessary, futile, or unnecessary. I was working against myself without releasing it. It was like trying to fill a leak bucket and wondering why water wouldn't stay. And that's when I learned a system that helped me a lot and want to share with you now. But first, if you want to keep receiving this type of paradigm break in decoding, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Look at the system name here. RPD system. Resolve, program, delegate. Resolve, see and do. Most things can be resolved right away. Program, see and schedule. If can't do it now, it needs a date, a priority. Delegate, see and delegate. Transfer of authority to other people. Because look, delegating isn't asking for favors. Delegating is training people 1,000 times to do something instead you doing it 1,000,000 times. And if you don't know how to delegate, you will work until you die, literally. Now I'm going to tell you something that will deeply affect you. May I? You are not busy. You are a control freak. You have ego. You think only you know how to do things right. You think if I don't do it, it won't work out. You think you are indispensable. Lie. You are replaceable in any company. You are replaceable in any project. The only thing where you are irreplaceable is in your own life. And that's exactly where you are being most incompetent. You dedicate 10 hours a day to other people's companies and 10 minutes a day to your own dreams. Get it now? You solve complex problems at work but can organize your own agenda. You are efficient for others and inefficient for yourself. It is pathetic when you stop thinking about it. Let me tell you about the day I stopped being a slave to other people's agendas. It was a Thursday, 7 a.m. My phone already had 52 notifications. Everyone wanting a piece of my time. Urgent messages that weren't urgent. Meeting invites that didn't need me. Requests for just 15 minutes that always turned into 2 hours. I looked at that and thought, man, I haven't even woken up properly and I'm already being hijacked by other people's agendas. That's when I made a radical decision. I create what I call a temporal firewall. Nobody has direct access to my agenda. Everything goes through a priority filter. Every urgency needs to be justified. And you know what happened? In first few weeks, some people got irritated. You've changed. You are arrogant. You are no longer accessible. Perfect. Because I didn't change. I evolved. I went from slave to owner of my own life. Now, I'll give you the 5 codes that separate people who dominate time from people who are dominated by time. Code number 1, mental status system. Every task in your life has one of 7 statuses. Number 1, to start, has date, hasn't started yet. Number 2, in process, at least one phase completed. Number 3, completed, finished. Number 4, paused, no energy at that moment. Number 5, cancelled, won't be done. I love this one and I suggest you start with it. Take a paper, write everything you've project to do in life and start canceling in your mind. Saying out loud, you are cancelled. For everything you promised yourself in recent years that you would do and never completed. This will free up at least 30% of your brain today. Number 6, delay it, past deadline. And number 7, to complete, more than 75% ready. Code number 2, law of temporal remission. The law of remission is simple. The time you dedicate to intense productivity not only advances your life, but also pays for time you wasted. Think about prison. 3 days of work is equal 1 day of sentence forgiven. Now apply this same logic to your life. In life, highly productive days being to redeem the time of mediocrity you've accumulated. By entering a productive exponentially, each major breakthrough you make in your business or personal life is so significant that it swallows 10 years of times you weren't stagnant. This means that if the right mindset, you don't need 10 years to achieve a result. You can make a leap that puts you there in much less time, as you were buying back the years you spent without progressing. Code number 3, identification of mental shackles. Iron shackles, salary that only pays your bills. Silver shackles, salary that impress poor friends. Golden shackles, high salary that traps you, the most dangerous. Code number 4, project is equal end date. Projects don't start with names. They start with end dates. Whoa. If it doesn't have an end date, it's not a project. It is a fantasy. Whoa again. Your year should be a project with a name and date. Your life is the biggest project you have, and it is ending fast. Code number 5, automatic productivity clock. Your clock only works if you move. If you stop, your clocks stop. If you are lazy, a procrastinator, your life clock stops. And when you stop, you become out of sync with productive people. Let me give you a final shutdown. How many years are you going to waste pretending you will start tomorrow? How many years are you going to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results? How many years are you going to work at other people's companies while your own dreams die? Look at me. You don't have a time problem. You have a courage problem. Courage to say no to other people's urgencies. Courage to say yes to your own projects. Courage to leave the comfort zone of mediocrity. Because look what's going to happen. If you continue the way you are, in 5 years you will be the same place. Older, more frustrated, with more regrets. Or you can make a decision now, implement these codes, and in 5 years be living in a completely different life. The choice is yours, but don't say you didn't know what to do, because I just gave you the entire system. If this video gave you a courage to change, share with that person you know needs to hear this today. Let me paint you a picture of what's possible. Imagine waking up every day knowing exactly what you need to do. Imagine having a total control of your agenda. Imagine being able to focus for hours on project that really matters. Imagine having a system working for you while you sleep. Imagine looking back 5 years from now and seeing that you built exactly the life you wanted. This isn't fantasy. This is high performance life management. And it all starts with you stopping managing time and starting to manage your choice within time. From now on, every time someone says time management, you will remember there is no such thing as time management. There is management within time. And now you know the difference. Use it wisely.